Goody, goody. Neil. Inside. Hello and welcome to Reykjavík Grapevine's Newscast. My name is Valur Grettisson. I'm editor-in-chief at Reykjavík Grapevine, as you know. We're here at, one of my favorite places actually, close to the city. This is close to my hometown, old hometown, Hafnarfjörður. And this is Kapelluhraun, which actually means the chapel lava. I don't know why chapel or God or anything, but it's a holy place for a lot of people that lives in Hafnarfjörður. There is Kapelluhraun, in the north is Akureyri, that's this way, and there is Helgafell, my favorite mountain there. Also, if you want to hide a body, this would be the place to do it. This is actually a running joke in Hafnarfjörður. Because this lava here has so many holes that you would never find anyone if it disappeared here. And then to the news. There's a lot happening, like always, of course. It's COVID, it's a recession, and it's just, it's not a good time right now, to be honest. There's a deep dissatisfaction about the borders. We will be revising that within like few days, next week probably. As you know, perhaps, we have like 2 testings and you have to quarantine for 5 days if you travel to Iceland. This means that we have like one of the by far toughest borders in Europe right now. But the good thing is that we did it because, of course, we had an unexpected spike when it came to COVID infected people. But we're going slowly down, and today was the first day that we had no infection at the borders. But there was no infection at all, sorry. But this has been like a political debate because a lot of people said, you remember perhaps we had like this, what do you call it, like a ad campaign, where you could come and like scream into the nature of Iceland. And the Icelandic government spent like 1 billion into this project in July. But then they decided to lock up everything again. So the government is like the politicians are saying like we need like a clearer future vision of where we are heading, basically. Also, the travel industry states that tourists don't interact with Icelanders, meaning that it's a risk worth taking to save jobs if we would open up the borders. I mean, when I say open up the borders, they are talking about testing people on the borders, but they don't have to do it again. Only 3 people of a few thousands have been tested with the virus in the second testing after the 5 days. But Kári Stefánsson, you know the guy, the director of Decode, he says that it would be ludicrous to open up. So a lot of people listen to him, so it's a hard debate for us that kind of want the borders to be open, more open of course, but with all the health, like what do you say, like regulation that you need to have to keep everything safe. Also, people in Iceland are very pessimistic about the economy, and there is a reason to be. We haven't seen such a contraction before, and since we started like monitoring everything, like the science of the economy basically just started, we have never seen such a retraction in Icelandic government ever. And perhaps you can see from here, there is these 2 tanks there, like small spaceships or something, red and white. This is aluminum smelt plant, and it's also like it's not doing good either. I mean, the smelt plants haven't been doing good actually in the world for like a few years now, but now the situation is becoming dire. Also, there's been collective redundancies, and they are like almost daily now. We're seeing like people being fired from the jobs up to like 100 and 150 people like every time. And you can just imagine if you're perhaps living in America, you can multiply that with 1,000. So this is affecting us in many ways. And specifically the border situation is making things harder, many say, but it's also keeping us safer, others say. So it's like, I don't know, it's like, well, what to say? Also, Parliament is back. So there's hope, I guess, or not. They're only coming now back for a short while though, because they will officially be coming like to a new year in 1st of October. But there are a lot of things that they have to do before because, well, it's a recession and we haven't seen such a recession before. But we have partial benefits for companies. They have been extended. That means that the government or the employment office is paying half of the salaries of people, while the companies that are in trouble pay the other half. This has been a very good solution for a lot of companies, even the strongest one, and very practical thing. And they are going to do this for a few months longer. But of course, they have been criticized that, like, why a few months? This recession, which we have never seen before, is not, of course, going away. And we're not going to solve this in few months, that's for sure. So the question is, why not do this for a year? Some countries have done this, not sure what countries, but it's stated in the news that it has been done. So like there is nothing that kind of just stop it to take like more future, like stronger future vision. And this is of course part of the criticism that I was talking about before. Also, the people that lose their job, actually, this is interesting. When you lose your job in Iceland, you of course get unemployment insurance payment. That's the English word. But the thing is that when perhaps I would lose my job, it means that I can keep 80% of my salaries for 3 months. But the government want to do this now, extend it up to 6 months. If there is something that says recession, then there's like this in the nature. There's a racetrack here somewhere, so it's probably from them. Also, it's a rough road, so I mean, somebody's missing that, so you know about it now. Anyways, it means that people that are losing their job, they don't like go straight to like naked unemployment payments, which means that you can't pay like half of your loans or whatever. You keep 80% of your payment, and you have 6 months to solve this problem, like get a new job, basically. But millionaires, they're out of luck though, because there is like a roof. You can't like if you have 2 million in salaries, you can't just get like 80% of that. You basically go to the roof, which is like near to 500,000 Icelandic krona, which is I don't even know how much it is, like 4,000 US dollars. Now to other things, and this is fun. Finally, something entertaining, but it involves sports. And I don't know anything about sports, but I know a little bit. So yesterday, Lyon, the French football team for women, became the European champion when they won some team called Wolfsburg, probably a German one, I don't know. The match went 3-1, and the victory goal was actually scored by an Icelandic woman, and a superwoman at least, called Sara Björk Gunnarsdóttir. So yeah, she's like a national hero right now in Iceland, and she's like getting like incredible credit for this, of course, and naturally so. But the ironic thing perhaps is that she actually played for Wolfsburg that was her last team. So she changed teams not that long ago, and then she beat them in beat them. It was 2-1 and then 3-1. So he basically slaughtered them in the final in the championship. So congratulations with that, Sarah. It's fantastic news, and you can read more about it at our web page grapevine.is. That's it for me today. I just want to remind you to like and subscribe, of course. And our online shop, we're always adding something new. If you want to see something new, just send us an email and we'll add it. Simple as that. We have a lot of nice stuff, and you can see this if you like us also on Facebook, of course, or Twitter. And yeah, we have the High Five Club membership. Remember that also. Like I said, it's Recession. We're like 15 minutes from like a soup kitchen or something right now. I think the vault is almost there. So it's like, yeah, could be better. So support us if you can. If not, we understand. And if you really like Pollý, you need to support us so I can give her more treats. Hop. Yep. Goedie, goedie.